No way is he actually coming over here. Oh my gosh. This fox just laid out in the middle of the road to go to sleep.
That was probably one of the best wildlife refuges I've ever been to. And I actually think this is Delaware's largest car show. Hello from Delaware. We just arrived in the Dover area and we are on a nice little weekend trip. Just out exploring and just seeing what we can find. We are about to head out to see some wildlife. I believe it's called the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge. And yeah, we're basically just gonna go around and see what we can find. So let's go. Not even a minute in and we saw this guy. I don't know if you can see him, but he was eating something. Oh, that was awesome. I actually think that's my first fox that I've seen. I don't know about you. It's your first too? Wow, well, that's a good start to the day. We just found this cool observation tower. I'm gonna see what we can find up here. We have already seen so much today. I am honestly overwhelmed and I don't even think we've been here an hour. And I'm currently surrounded by so many crabs, just hundreds and thousands of them. All of those holes all around me on both sides are filled with crabs. I don't know if you could tell, but they move every now and then because they're pretty skittish.
So many holes. They're kind of scared of people. Oh yeah, there's some. It's so cool. You just caught a tiny fish.
Just casually driving by a turtle.
No way is he actually coming over here. Oh my gosh. This fox just laid out in the middle of the road to go to sleep. That is awesome. Although I don't know how we're gonna get past him.
So we just got back from the refuge and I am at a complete loss for words. That was probably one of the best wildlife refuges I've ever been to. There were so many birds, like bald eagles and ospreys. And the main highlight from today was that we saw 10 foxes, which is crazy to say out loud because, well, first of all, it's the first time we've ever seen foxes. And where we live, which is in North Carolina, we would never see foxes in North Carolina. It's almost impossible to see them. So that was super nice too. And a lot of them, I couldn't really tell if they were like used to people or if they were just so hungry because a lot of them were hunting. So I couldn't tell if they were just super hungry and just didn't really care if people around. But a lot of them came by the car, like just super close. I had to close my door a few times because I didn't want to be too close to it. And we even hit a little traffic jam because there was a fox that literally curled up in the middle of the road. And I was telling Kevin, that was literally the best roadblock ever. He was so cute and so tiny. So yeah, that was definitely a 10 out of 10 experience. And I don't know if you can tell where we're currently staying for the next 2 nights, but this is our Airbnb for our stay in Delaware. And this is the Airbnb that I actually posted a video on recently. So if you want to go check that out, I've done a complete full tour on this place and kind of give you like a backstory on why we're staying here in the first place. But yeah, all in all, today was a fantastic day, and I'm super excited for the rest of this weekend because we have some pretty fun things planned for this trip. So yeah, we're gonna get ready for bed and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. We literally just woke up and it's sort of drizzling out today, so luckily we have a backup plan if it continues to do that. There's a couple of really cool museums over here. There's a state police museum and an aviation museum that we might check out. But if it clears out, we're thinking of going to another wildlife refuge. I believe it's called the Prime Hook National Wildlife Refuge. I think it's about maybe 30 minutes from here, and it has a lot of stuff there, just like the other one. Our main focus right now are bald eagles. We really are hoping to see some of those. But yeah, if it starts drizzling, then we might end up changing our plans, or we might end up finding something else that we want to do. But so far, that's our plan. So yeah, let's get ready. I love how this is our second roadblock of the trip. Alright, so we've been at the refuge for a little while now, and honestly it's been a little slow. I mean, we've been seeing birds, but they've been pretty common birds. We did see some ospreys, and we've seen a couple of juvenile bald eagles. Kevin's actually standing and waiting for one to move so we could potentially get some nice shots of him. And yeah, we've been seeing a lot of warblers too, so that's been nice, but it's definitely not as exciting as the other refuge. I mean, it's still really nice, and we have all day, so we still might be able to see something. But yeah, another thing is we had to go back and get our long sleeves. I've got my jacket and my leggings on because the bugs out here are brutal, especially these tiny little bugs that bite you like everywhere. So it kind of makes sense why we had been seeing a few people here and there wearing long sleeves. So yeah, if you're ever going to like a wildlife refuge in Delaware, for some reason that's a thing. I don't know if it's because of the time of the year, but yeah, definitely something to keep in mind. We're just exploring this nice boardwalk and this nice trail around it, and yeah, we'll see what else we can find. So we're currently taking a little break from the wildlife right now, and we just arrived at the Air Mobility Command Museum in Dover. Should be a lot of cool military planes to see. We've already seen a lot of cool like activity here too, although we can't get any pictures or videos because this is also on sort of like a base, but luckily we can of the museum. So yeah, let's go. Cool to be like up close to these. You don't know how big they are until you're like right up on them. So we just got back from our outing, and I apologize in advance because I'm filming on my phone. My camera just died, so I apologize if things look a little weird. But yeah, our outing to the museum was so nice. We saw so many planes. I think there were about 38, and we didn't even get down to looking at all of them because we stayed there for about 3 hours just walking around, enjoying every single plane that we saw, and just listening to all the tour guides because they're just so passionate and knowledgeable with what they're talking about, and it's just so nice just learning and hearing about their stories. So yeah, we really got caught up in that, so we're definitely gonna have to come back. But yeah, if you're ever in Dover I definitely recommend a visit, especially because that entire museum is free too. And after that, we went to the Dover Hollywood Diner, which if you don't know already, we are super into diners, especially me. And it had the cutest decor, and the food was awesome too. We both got some sandwiches. And then we did end up having a bit of time left, I think a couple more hours left of daylight to conclude the day with going to the Bombay Hook National Wildlife Refuge again that we went to yesterday. And it was a bit slower than the first time, I will admit, but we still ended up seeing a decent amount. We saw a decent amount of birds, and we saw some foxes again, so that was super cool. And I'm really excited about tomorrow because even though it's our last day, which I'm so sad about, it's actually the main reason why we ended up here, besides staying in this lovely Airbnb. But yeah, we're gonna get ready for bed and we'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I forgot to show you yesterday morning, but this is what we've been waking up to every morning. It's so nice, and it's right out our window, which is amazing. They have all kinds of chickens roaming around, and they have goats over there. It's super cool. And it's so unfortunate that we have to leave. We've been enjoying this day so much, but because we are leaving, we are going to try to make the most out of today before we head home. This event is probably what we've been looking forward to the most. So we are going to the Good Guys Mid-Atlantic Nationals, which basically means we're going to a huge car show. It's estimated that there will possibly be about 2,000 cars there, and I actually think this is Delaware's largest car show, like in the state, which is awesome. I think they also have an autocross series, which is basically like a timed racing course, so that'll be super cool too. But yeah, let's get ready to go. So low. It's literally almost touching the ground.